Namaste, Tina Thrussell here with the Shin Dao, the Way of the Heart. So, came across an interesting article the other day. It was a blog post about Mercury in retrograde. So from December 3rd to December 22nd, Mercury is in that particular position in the sky where it wreaks havoc with our technology. With communications in general, because we're in a double retrograde at this time, apparently, so things are twice as bad as someone might be tempted to say. You may have noticed some challenges. As a matter of fact, late getting on to Facebook Live today because there were some technology issues and no internet service for a bit this morning. And these kinds of things have been happening with fair regularity this month and will continue to happen right through next week. So what do you do to cope? Well, there are a lot of things, and in Heart and Mind Matters, we've reprinted from that great blog post some of the do's and don'ts to get through this Mercury retrograde. So good morning, Rhonda. Thanks for tuning in. If you're not already a subscriber, you can go to shindao.com. And on the home page, there's a place to enter your name and email address. And you can receive those tips on Tuesday morning. And actually, each Tuesday, we send an inspiring article, a quote of the week, and a YouTube video. At any rate, so a couple of the tips in there are, don't start anything new. Don't start any new projects. If you're signing contracts, read them very, very carefully. There are a lot of communication issues. Things are being said differently than are intended, and you may notice this in communications with people. There may have been more flare-ups this month in having discussions with people. Breathe. That's my answer for every challenge, is breathe deeply. Just slow down. Breathe in through your nose, sigh through your mouth at least 3 times before you speak with someone, or before you hit send on that email, or whatever you're working with that's communicating a message to someone. Just take a little extra time with it before you send it off, whether sending it off means opening your mouth and speaking it, or typing it and hitting send. So another great tip is have a little more patience. Know that things are simply going to take longer. I don't know if you've noticed, but the internet is like slow as molasses. It's just taking longer for things to happen. And maybe this is a great message for us, that it's really a time to slow down. You don't need to have your ankle broken like I did to remind you that you need to take life at a slower pace. This Mercury retrograde is also a reminder to just be okay, be in the flow, just breathe through and know it is going to take a little longer, and be okay with that. I think about whenever we visit Mexico and they have this whole mañana attitude, you know, that means tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. There's no panic to do it right now, this minute. So keep that in mind, and that might make things easier to get through. So those are my few tips. There's a much bigger list in Heart and Mind Matters on Tuesday. Like I say, you can subscribe at shindao.com. I thank you for tuning in. If you think these tips will help someone, by all means, feel free to share. And keep smiling, keep being patient, and keep breathing. Love you lots. Thanks for tuning in. Have a thrilling Thursday. Namaste.